Hey guys, everything cool with you? Here we are again with the Wukong the Legendary Saiyan saga. I know you're anxious to know what's going to happen, but don't be in a hurry. I guarantee that today's episode will be epic, but first we have to say a few things so that we can finally continue with the video. If you really like these videos, then please I ask that you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. I know it's annoying to ask, but it helps in the performance of the channel and motivates us to always bring you these amazing videos. That said, enjoy the recap of the previous videos, then enjoy the video. In the previous chapter, Wukong and Kennen were training incessantly. Wukong's mission was still to land a hit on the angel Kennen, however he wasn't succeeding. Kennen could predict and easily dodge the movements performed by the Saiyan Wukong. After a few minutes trying to hit Kennen, Wukong had stopped by the angel and they took a break to eat something. Wukong, after the rebellion he had in the village of the Saiyans, captured and interrogated some guards of the icy race. The guard said that there was an elder in the village who was apparently quite powerful. Wukong disguised himself as a guard and explored the place, infiltrating the old man's house with guard clothes. In one quick move, Wukong eliminated all the ice race guards present in the elder's house and started talking with the elder. Wukong was still at the elder's house and they were talking face to face. Wukong said, "But here, right now you won't be able to teach me. I'll take you to a more private place," Wukong said, looking at the old man. The old man said, "Yeah, you're right, young man. Let's get out of here," said the elder in a tone of agreement with Kong. When Wukong and the elder were leaving the place where they were, dozens of ice race soldiers had just arrived at that place. One of the icy race soldiers said, "Surrender, or we will have to kill you." One of the soldiers pointed his hand where the boys were. Wukong said, "Sir, don't you get tired of being beaten? Don't you know that I'm stronger than you?" Wukong said, raising his hand and pointing his finger at himself. He was full of conviction that he would win that fight. Wukong extended his hand toward the soldier and fired a blast of ki that went through the soldier's body. Wukong said, "Hide behind something, elder. I'll take care of you," said Wukong, going up to the icy lizards. Wukong shot several blasts of ki at the soldiers, eliminating one by one. Then Wukong used his Taioken to blind the rest of the soldiers. The Saiyan went to where the old man was and ended up picking up the old man and getting out of there as quickly as possible. Wukong said, "Let's go to my cave, old man," Wukong said, carrying the old man in his arms. Arriving at the cave, the apprentice angel, Kennen, appeared and started to argue with Wukong. Kennen said, "You shouldn't have left the training camp, Wukong. You left without my permission on a risky mission. I should punish you for that." The angel appeared to be very irritated with Kong because of his attitude. However, Wukong replied to his mentor, "I did it for my race. You wouldn't understand," said Wukong, irritated with the angel. Wukong continued to speak. "Because it is not your race that is in danger," Wukong continued, speaking in a sad tone. The angel apprentice Kennen said, "Then I'll save your training for later. I won't intrude." "See you later, Wukong," Kennen said, turning his back and leaving the cave. After the angel left the cave, Wukong went to where the old man was. Wukong said, "You're hungry, aren't you? I'll see if I can get some things to eat. Rest up," said Wukong, leaving the cave and heading towards a forest not far away to hunt. A few hours later, the Saiyan came back with meat and fruit and started a fire to cook the meat better. After Wukong prepared the food, he handed it to the elder. Both ate, and after a long meal, they went to sleep. The next day, the elder, as promised, went to teach Wukong the technique. But first, the elder gave a demonstration. The elder said, "To perform the garlic hoe, the user needs to raise both hands at chest level, open their hands, and then leave them in a way where the palm of one rests on the back of the other hand, like this." The elder shot a powerful energy towards the stone. The elder again spoke, "Be careful when using this. Depending on how much energy you put into the attack, you'll be able to destroy a planet," said the elder, shooting the energy at the stone, pulverizing it. So Wukong, seeing the technique, tried to copy it. He shot a garlic hoe in the direction of another stone that was there. But the result was a garlic hoe 50% weaker, therefore it did not pulverize the stone like the elder. The elder said, "You're doing well, Wukong," the elder said while clapping his hands. Wukong said, "I don't think so, but I better stop. Just with this garlic hoe, all my energy is gone," said Wukong, appearing to be depressed. Wukong rested on one of the rocks there. He sat on the ground, leaning his torso on the rock. The elder was on his feet, but he soon sat down with Wukong. The old man said, "You know, Wukong, you need to improve your energy control more. But don't worry about that. We'll test what you can do later," said the old man, closing his eyes and not taking so long to sleep. Wukong stared at the elder. His expression was one of surprise, But Wukong didn't care about that and just closed his eyes as well. Wukong rested for a few hours. Both were in the deepest of sleep. Wukong and the elder woke up the next day. Wukong was the first to wake up, shaking the elder who was still sleeping. The elder got up, picked up a rock and threw it to Wukong's face, just to test if Wukong's reflexes were up to date. The old man said, "No more stalling. You're at the height of your power. I will teach you everything I know about garlic hoe," said the elder, approaching Wukong. The elder spoke. "First, controlling your power is essential. You will firstly shape your energy. Maybe use less energy, however with more intensity." "Try," said the elder, slapping Wukong on the back. Wukong tried to do exactly as the elder had said, but it didn't work. He just fired a small blast of energy, but it wasn't exactly how Wukong wanted it. The elder spoke. "I'll have to use this." "Good luck trying to endure the pain," said the elder, leaving Wukong extremely confused. The elder began to touch Wukong's pressure points. In all, there were 12 pressure points. All of these points were to release greater control over Wukong's energy. The elder spoke. "Try it now, noble warrior," said the old man, distracting himself a few meters from Wukong. Wukong changed his position, put his arms back, and then fired. He used much less energy than before, but it seemed like his energy was denser now. Wukong began to further amplify his energy, increasing the level more and more. The stone, which was Wukong's target, began to deteriorate. His attempt had been successful. Wukong said, "I did it, master. I achieved it," Wukong said, jumping towards the old man and hugging him. The elder spoke. "Congratulations, boy. I knew you would make it," said the old man, returning Wukong's hug. Wukong and the elder were talking to each other for a few hours. Wukong was very happy to have learned his new technique. And Wukong said, "You know, master, when you learn something, you need to practice, don't you? But practicing until you get it right is not right. The correct thing is to practice until it is impossible to make a mistake," Wukong said, looking at the elder with a clear determination on his face. The elder said, "Oh, that's the spirit, Wukong. You can go practice and don't forget. Any questions? I'll be here," said the old man, sitting on the ground and resting on a stone again. Wukong walked to the deepest part of the cave and began to practice the use of that technique incessantly while thinking about gaining strength to finally free the planet from the Saiyans, from the hands of the icy race. Hey guys, I know it's sad when today's video unfortunately ends, but don't worry because the next episodes are coming. And if you liked it, don't forget to leave your like. It helps us a lot and motivates us to continue with these videos that you like so much. Comment your theories of what might happen in the next episode and share the video with your friends so you can watch it together. That's it. See you guys.